From the very beginning, art was based in science, in its development. Majority of early computer artists came from mathematics or engineering or informatics, computer sciences. So they came to art without being trained as artists. They were trained as scientists and then realized that they can use same tools they were using for scientific purposes to make art.
Okay, so the exhibition is titled Colliding Epistemes, and it's divided into 3 streams or clusters. One is called Speculative Ecologies, the other is Earthly Sensorium, and the third section is Hacking Technocracy.
So Speculative Ecologies brings together the works that ask really difficult questions about the history of the planet and the deep time and the deep futures.
The artwork that we created is called Lemniscate Cascade, and it has to do with observing not only the flow but also the shape of light as it moves through matter, which in this case is liquid crystal with microscopic spheres of glass that are hollow, suspended within the liquid.
The second category, Earthly Sensorium, is more about practices that are finding ways to reconnect with the natural world and to open people's senses and awareness of other species and of natural entities, including plants, and also to activate the senses.
My name is Osvaldo Macia. I am a sculptor and I base my research in sound and smell. I propose then to talk about 2 issues that worry me. My worries about consciousness and corruption. They're global issues. And consciousness because I think the illness of conscience is corruption. I think our consciousness is corrupted.
We very often met online, so we just did Zoom meetings. We discussed different concepts. It was interesting because we shared our knowledge. I mean, because I am a neurobiologist, when we discussed anything, let's say consciousness, for example, I would say about consciousness from the biological and neurobiological point of view. Chris, another scientist, he would make some references to the way the Earth, let's say, sounds, because she's a geophysicist, so he he records the sounds of the Earth. And then Osvaldo would tell about consciousness from his perspective, from a perspective of an artist. So it was great because I think that we stimulate sort of our own thinking in a way.
And then we have a final section which is about hacking technocracy, and this is more technological side of the works, but there are some works which employ a law tech approaches and question the durability of materials and asking about the preservation of human products, including artworks, and the natural forces of entropy, and how that what that means for our existence and civilization. To the works which are thinking differently about the green capitalism and are repurposing or rehacking the waste to create new products and create new ecologies and economies.
The work that I exhibited here is called the Center for Plant Immigrant Integration. It's a collaboration between me and Professor Sofie in Belgium. She's a plant and microbiologist. So from a scientific point of view, it's already very interesting to see how a new plant could be integrated into a local soil, a local farm. But also from a cultural perspective, the audience could see how difficult a non-European want to migrate to Europe, what kind of process that they need to go through, use plant as a metaphor to guide the audience to go into the story and see the metaphor, to see the connection between the artist, myself, and the soybean metaphors.
Bineînțeles, e foarte tentantă oferta cu oameni de știință, adică biologi și tot felul de, în fine, mai science fiction, dar cumva pe mine mă interesa chiar să văd că cumva cei mai aproape de lumea artei, cumva, și așa am ajuns la restaurator sau conservator de muzeu. Am o lucrare în care am fotografiat degradarea unei machete de casă, pentru că noi am discutat despre conservarea lucrărilor în muzeu și era ideea de ce să conservăm așa pentru nu știu, la infinit lucrările, adică la ce folos.
Working together with Ciprian was, at first I had my own role in being a conservator, and I was sort of trained to document, document interviews and well, everything that we want to know about an artist. Then I suddenly realized, okay, we're going to collaborate. The work that we're going to produce is going to be a collaboration. What does this mean for my own profession if I'm sort of trained to be in the back and not impose my ideas on what an artist wants to convey?
Arts, other than science, for example, has been incredibly good in sort of making transparent and visible the process of actually coming to a particular artwork or arriving at a particular, kind of, artistic knowledge. Scientists have been very much reluctant to do that in the past. They often talk very much about sort of the finished, the finished facts, and present them as facts. Yeah.
So the Anthropocene is also a very important theme of a lot of the works and the concerns of the exhibition overall, and thinking about what it means to live in an age, a geological age, which has been so changed by what humans have done to the planet, to the natural processes of the planet, and a lot of the works, and also to our bodies as well.
It's not just about environment, but to understand that it really is entering our own bodies as well. So we are part of the transformations that we are causing to the wider world and other species as well.